Paul Davis, because this is no time for second best.
Today on The Robert Irvine Show.
My sister slept with my child's father.
Did you sleep with her, man?
Before the baby shower, it was told to me someone else was her baby's father.
I can't help but to imagine this nasty. I can't help but imagine it in my head. My own sister. It doesn't matter who I slept with. It does not matter.
Plus, it's been 21 years.
Why would my mom give me up? Was I really that bad of a kid?
How do you think you're supposed to feel? Or you don't care?
Oh, I do care.
Where the hell you been?
In and out of jail, prison.
You almost seem like you want to get off the hook with it. It's not easy. I'm angry, and I feel like I have a reason to be angry.
Then,
I'm a talent manager, and I manage a R&B singer by the name of Prince Javen.
I'm going to take her to that next level.
you have a couple of other clients also, right?
Yes, I do. I manage 2 chefs. They don't get along at all.
This it. Always been a Penn State since I know. Stop babying him. Stop babying him. Sit down. Even that.
Sit down. Shut the hell up.
You baby him.
Can we all just get along?
No, we can't. First of all,
That's right now. Welcome. Sibling rivalry can be a commonplace in childhood, but what happens when it bleeds over into adulthood? Relationships can be permanently damaged. My guest Ashley says her sister Sade committed the ultimate sin and destroyed their relationship. Please welcome Ashley to the show. So, Ashley, what is going on with your sister?
My sister slept with my child's father and broke up my family, and I haven't talked to her since then. And, you know...
Was it on purpose or?
It was on purpose, absolutely.
To get back at you?
She's tried to talk to guys that I, have relations with, but she's gay or a lesbian.
So she's bi?
Yeah.
So she likes men and women?
She likes women now. I don't think the men is in the question now, but she does like women. She has a girlfriend.
So how was your relationship with your sister growing up?
She has tortured me all my life. All my life. She's messed with me since I was a little girl, put her fingers in my cake, messed with me in school, at home. It was always cat and mice with her. Her and I separated, but every time we seen each other, it was always her looking at me and rolling her eyes or
So do you think she's jealous of you?
I do think she's jealous of me, yes.
Any of you get expelled from school?
We got suspended. I believe I was in the 6th or 7th grade. We got suspended. She always tried to compete with me. We were in the lunchroom one time, and her friends were giggling, and I pushed the tray on her friend, and they jumped me, and we got suspended for 10 days, and we fought at home.
So why do you think she's jealous of you, though?
I just think she's mean. I just think it's just natural. I think she's just pure evil. Just in her skin.
I want to meet this wonderful young lady. Sade, come on out here. How are you, Sade?
I'm fine. How are you?
Nice to see you. So, are you jealous?
No, look how she acts. You see, look at her. She thinks she is just, look at her.
Okay. Did you sleep with her man?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she sleep with a lot of people. I mean, if someone don't sleep with everybody she sleep with, then.
But that's your sister, right? So tell me how that happened. How did you have sex with him?
Well, we were at a bar, a nightclub one night, and...
She seen him every single day.
No.
Every event.
No.
He was there.
I seen him. We went to a nightclub, and I saw him, and he dropped me off at home because I was drinking.
Can you take a seat?
Sure. He dropped me off at home.
Hang on. He dropped you off at home, but he obviously didn't drop you off at home.
So she just met this guy. I mean,
so he gave me a ride home. He gave me a ride home.
He gave you a lift to home.
So she just met this guy, and she just went home with him? No, she knew him.
Is he even your baby?
Did you have sex with him on the first date?
No, there's accusations that she don't even... Before the baby shower, I was told that he wasn't even her baby father.
She was there smiling around us in our face.
Did you know he was in a relationship?
not in a relationship. They was together every blue moon, but I see her
But she didn't
more than
know.
just him.
But she didn't
More
know,
than just
right?
him. I
But
see
she
her
didn't
with
know.
multiple
So I'm going back to the
Wow.
car. He dropped you off at your house. What happened?
He came on to me, of course. He came on to me.
So
But you're my sister. You're
He
supposed
came
to
on to
say,
me.
was the
I
baby
was-
daddy?
I was
Hang on.
drinking
Was
at
the
the
baby
time.
daddy at the baby shower?
yes.
And you went to that, right?
Yeah, I was
So-
there for a minute. Yeah.
So how would you not know that?
Eating at my
Because he
candy
was
table,
there.
eating my food.
He was there, but he wasn't up doing everything everybody else was doing. He was sitting in the corner
But you
somewhere.
knew who he was.
He
I knew who he was
exactly
before the
who he
baby
was.
shower. I knew who he was before the baby
Right.
shower.
So you
But
decided
before
to.
the baby shower, when I came, I didn't even know he was there to be the father. Before her baby shower, someone else was so-called accused to be her baby father.
Accused.
Me and her don't talk. We don't talk like sit down and talk like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. It's by such and such. We don't have those type of conversations. You understand what I'm saying? So before the baby shower, it was told to me someone else was her baby's father. I didn't even.
She
get an
knew he was
invitation.
around
I didn't
all
get an
those years.
invitation.
All those years, she knew who he was.
I didn't get an invitation.
And
I came with
she
someone
knew
else.
who
I didn't
he
get an
was.
invitation.
Why
Not
didn't
at
you
all.
tell you?
We
why
were
didn't
at
you tell
the
your
same
sister?
table together.
My opinion is she don't even know if this is her baby father. I don't see a name on the birth certificate.
Is he the baby's father?
Yes, he's my child's father.
Is
There's
the
no name on the baby shower.
No, he wasn't there.
How did you find out that she slept with your boyfriend?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother.
They were at her home. That's where she stayed at the time.
So you were sleeping with him at your grandmother's house?
Yes.
Nice.
In my room at my grandmother's house where I help with rent at. That's where
my child's father.
her possible.
So he didn't tell you he was with Ashley?
No.
You didn't know he was the baby's father?
No, she don't even know if he's the baby father.
Yes, I do.
Well, apparently
Yes,
she does.
I do.
So,
She doesn't want him to be my child's
care
father
who her
because she's
child's father
jealous
is. I
of
don't-
everything I do.
No,
she's jealous of the money I make. She's jealous of me. She's jealous of the way
how did you find out? How did you find out?
How did I find out what?
How did you find out that he was?
A little before my niece was born.
A little
We have
before.
mutual friends.
My baby shower,
After,
that right there. She knew that we were together.
You have mutual
years
friends, and it
before
was told to
then.
me that she
my
was
baby shower
telling
when I
our
was
mutual
6
friends
months.
So let me think. Did you ever, once you found out, come to Ashley and say, listen, I am so sorry.
Ashley didn't give me a chance to do that. Ashley,
A chance.
you guys, you think she's so innocent. She's not. She thinks she's better than everybody. She down talks
Maybe
everybody.
you think I'm better than everybody.
I'm not the
Maybe
only one.
that's what
I'm not
you
the only
think.
one. I'm not the only one. We have other family members who also think the same.
No.
We have other family members who think the same.
People communicate with me.
Ashley
she
thinks she's
doesn't
better than
communicate
everybody.
with me.
She thinks she's
if she
better than
communicates with me, it's negative.
Ashley, you think you're better than everybody. You think you're better than everybody.
Never
you're
once
not.
ever
I'm
thought
not
that
the
I
only
was
person
better
who
than
thinks
any.
this. I'm not the only person who thinks this.
Stop!
I'm not.
So here's the thing. Neither of you are with this guy now, right?
No.
Right? So he's got out the picture for whatever reason, and you two, sisters, are fighting about a guy that is not
my
even in your
point.
life.
First
That's
of all,
my point. She
first
comes
of
at me.
all,
She would have came at me the right way.
So why are we
I
here?
have
So why are we here?
apologized.
this
I
issue,
would've apologized and
this
did
is my
but
child's
this is her.
father.
Yeah.
Regardless if we're together or not, it's gonna be an issue. Every time I see her, every time I see him,
Why?
I can't help but to imagine this nasty. I can't help but imagine it in my head. My own sister.
Several people.
My own sister. It doesn't matter who I slept with. It does not matter. It doesn't. It does not matter. You're my sister.
If you would have came at me the right way,
I don't care who I slept with. I had to fight you 7 times. This goes beyond my child's father.
because of
I'm
you.
sorry.
Because of you.
All my life. Real fight.
Stop.
Fight.
Jeez, sit down, both of you. This is, you're missing the point here, right? You're missing the point here. I think you're both missing the point. The guy, he's a donor, right?
Yes.
He's took you for a ride. He had a baby with you, whatever. You had sex with him. You
And I regret it.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm talking. You had sex with him. Whether you regret it or not is irrelevant right now. You had sex with him. He was with her, and he's gone out the picture now. At the end of the day, if you can't sit down and talk about how you feel and what you need in this relationship from each other, then you don't need to be in a relationship. But that's a sad way to end as sisters.
I regret it. If Ashley would have came to me right away.
Besides the fact, Robert,
short like this with her father, we had a better relationship.
So, hang on. So here's the thing. We give Sade a lie detector test, right? Yeah. What you want? You came here for answers. Because we go back and round and want to hear the answers?
Yes.
Coming up, when you slept with Ashley's ex-boyfriend, did you know that he was the father of Ashley's child? Lie detector determined.
I never did this on no revenge type stuff to be despiteful or anything to her.
Here's the choice. And later,
I manage a R&B singer.
And she does not focus on what she needs to focus on.
so you should find another manager then.
I should, because she does not
Johnny, what the hell are you talking about?
We should
I
find
know
respect.
Stay tuned. Sade is found guilty. How does this leave the relationship?
Honestly, Robert, this is beyond true or false with that situation. She and I have been like cat and mice all my life.
Okay.
So I can't do this. I feel like this is my sister. She's like
clean,
an enemy.
But if she's clean and she didn't do anything and she didn't know anything, then what? So you just throw out the baby with the bathwater? Or you try and work on a relationship with your sister?
I can work on a relationship with her.
All right. So, can you?
Yes.
All right. So we asked Sade, when you slept with Ashley's ex-boyfriend, did you know that he was the father of Ashley's child?
No.
She said no. Like you would expect, right? Lie detector, however, determined she was telling the truth. She didn't.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
We asked Sade, when you slept with Ashley's ex-boyfriend, did you know they were still in a relationship?
No.
She said no. Lie detector determined that was the truth.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Right?
Thank you. It don't matter. Thank you.
So here's the thing. Whether, obviously she didn't know on both counts. She was played as much as you were played.
Exactly.
If you'd have found out, and this is a question that's not in here, if you'd have found out that that was her baby, would you still have had sex with him?
I wouldn't have had sex with him, no. I never did this on no revenge type stuff to be despiteful or anything to her. I never mean no harm to her. Anything I ever done to her or said to her is a reaction from what she does or says to me. She sounds like a victim on the stage. You guys have to be there.
Any guy that's
Look how
around
she
me,
act. Oh my God, she
baby
acts like
father.
she's so much
here's the
better
deal.
than everybody.
Listen, we can go round in circles here. Look at her.
It's
Look at her. This is an opportunity. Hey, listen, you can walk out here and you don't have to speak to her, but she's clear. She didn't do anything wrong.
She probably didn't know that he was my child's father, but she seen me with him.
And 50 other million people, probably.
It doesn't matter. You're my sister.
She didn't.
You shouldn't mess with nobody. They off limits.
Okay, but we're sitting here throwing dirt. We're sitting here throwing dirt on my name. What about the things you did and said? What about
Guys,
the things you did and said?
Okay, what about him?
You came
What about
here.
the things you did and
Stop.
said?
You came here for answers about a certain thing. I've given you the answers. They're the truth.
It's not really about my child's father. It's about the things her.
You blamed her for having sex and knowing that
It's
she
about
didn't.
her being envious all my life. It's not just with him.
So you know what? When you're getting older and you're getting sicker, who are you going to ask to take care of your kids?
Not her.
Really?
Yeah. Even though we beef, I see my niece a fair amount of time, so I still see
She
her.
finesses her niece.
So if you don't want her in your life, that's fine. But guess what? She didn't do the things you said she did. Whether you want to build up on that or whatever, she didn't do what you said she did,
Robert.
which is all I care about.
And
You can't have a relationship.
This is why we have the drama, because she can't
this
get
was
over it.
before
She can't get over it. I can
a year or so.
apologize. I can admit that I'm wrong.
Did you apologize?
No. Well, she don't give me the chance. Every time
Well,
we can't
here's the chance.
saying a
Here's the
whole lot
chance.
of other things, but a whole lot of other things.
I don't want to come here, but I still can. I could have been like that, but I still can.
Who's the chance? Here's the choice.
I truly apologize.
So now you're being silly.
See, this is her.
Now you're being silly. She's apologizing to you, and you want to be apologized to, or you don't. If you want to make your relationship work, great. If not, thank you very much. See ya.
As long as it's genuine and she's being truthful.
She's there.
I am honestly, I apologize. I honestly apologize. I don't do anything like really to hurt you purposely. I don't. My only thing, if I do something to you, it's a reaction from the things you do or say to me.
But what have I done to make you
Look how
mess
you
with me
act.
all my life?
Ashley,
What was I doing at 7, Sade? Be real.
Ashley, we're in school. We're is. I didn't, oh, come on, you guys, let's pick on her. This is my sister.
But it
no.
continued, Sade. It had to be something.
Ashley, just don't know. It's seventh grade, Ashley. I'm young-minded as ever.
This was
still.
So how do you change it? How do you change the behavior? How do you move and fix something from today moving forward? Or can you not? I think you can, but that's not my life.
I think we can. If we leave the past behind us, we can not think about the past.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. So are you willing to do that?
Yes.
Okay. And if you're willing to do that, and she apologized, and she was very sincere, in my opinion. Right?
Exactly.
And you're the emotional one.
Yeah, of course. I mean, why wouldn't I? I feel like I've been alone. Like,
All right, but
my
she's giving you an
sister's been
opportunity.
my
This
enemy
is
all my life.
a new line in the sand to start today. So give your sister a hug and move on.
We're gonna smoke it.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Family is really, really important. The main focus is just having a positive environment around my child.
Honestly, I want to leave the past behind and have a better relationship with my sister.
When we come back, it's been 21 years.
Where the hell you been?
In and out of jail, prison.
Did life get better after you gave us up?
No.
Did you ever wonder where we were?
Coming up. Love what you're watching from your couch. You want to see us live? Well, if you're in the Los Angeles area and want to be part of my studio audience, go to therobertirvineshow.com now. I want to see you here. Most people get excited when they get a message from someone on social media who they haven't seen or heard from in years. But what would happen if that message came from your mother who abandoned you 21 years ago? That's exactly what happened to my guest, Eric. He says his mother handed him over to a family in a restaurant at the age of 3 years old, and he hasn't seen her since. Please welcome Eric. How are you, Eric? How you doing? Rob? Appreciate you coming. Big seat. So why are you here today?
To get answers, to meet my mom. She messaged me 3 weeks ago, acting like we've had a relationship the whole time. She was like, hey, Eric, I miss you. I love you. This is your mom. How's your sister? So it kind of catches me off guard, like, where you been for the past 20 years?
What was your first reaction when you got that
Like,
message?
what the hell? Like, well, you know, where's this coming from? Who are you? You know, where have you been all this time? Why do you want to know about me now? And you act, where's this relationship that you're acting like we have, you know?
So she gave you up at 3 years old.
Yeah.
Tell me about first your childhood with your adopted mom, right?
Yeah, she was adopted me and my dad. First question he asked me was, hey, what's your favorite football team? I was like, oh, I don't know even what football is at that point. He said, Dallas Cowboys or Texans. I said, I meant the Cowboys, thinking of Cowboys. And then it seemed great, but then my dad ended up dying. Things got abusive. My mom started playing mental games with me. Stuff like I ate too many sweets, and she'd make me eat she'd make me eat all the sweets in the house until I threw up, and then eat your throw up now because you ate too many sweets. And at this point in my life, I questioned it. I'm like, okay, I knew this isn't right. I know other kids around the neighborhood isn't going through this same situation.
So your adopted family were abusing you?
Yeah. My mom, she was verbally, mentally, most definitely mentally abusive, and sometimes physically. We both eventually died, you know, and then I kind of went on my own. I moved in with my aunt, and yeah.
So you blame this adopted family's life on your birth mother?
Yes.
Because of what?
I'm here and I question everything. Why would my mom give me up? Why am I really that bad was I really that bad of a kid? What was it that she couldn't take the opportunity to raise me and my sister, you know?
Right.
What was it? I have a lot of questions. Does she love me? Does she know my birthday? You know, that's my question. Where the hell have you been my whole entire life? Did life get easier for you? Do you now have a chef? Did you fly here on a plane?
Right.
Do you have a $3 million mansion? Was life that much better for you after you gave us up? You know?
Do you have, and this may be a strange question, but the audience may pick up on this. Do you have a last memory of your mom? Your birth mom? So that was the last memory of my birth mom. I remember me and my sister being in this restaurant. We'd go there and we'd stay there. And I remember I was putting salt in my Coke and I was watching this fizz up. You know, I was like, oh, wow, you know? Right.
And then this couple comes in and they're talking to my mom, and me and my sister are curious, like, what's taking so long? Like, why are they talking? We can't even walk over there. And then we end up going back home to this new place that we just got. Obviously, now I know it was a rent house because possibly she couldn't afford, you know. But it was our place. It was our new place, and it's supposed to be like, you know, it was our home.
Do you think this couple paid your mother?
I don't know.
Money?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know where these people came from, how she knew them, or where they came from. You know, I don't know what research she did to see if it was a good home.
So you've been through a lot in your own life, right? Tell me about that kind of.
I went to drugs, and I found my place. I found my life basically in a hole, and I needed money. I broke into a shop. I stole $3,154. It was a felony, simple burglary, breaking and entering. And then my mom actually, this is before my mom died, or my adopted mom. And once she died, when she was in the process of dying, I found myself in a car eating bread. And I was like, is this really what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life? Like, really this right here? My mom ended up dying, and then I ended up turning myself into the police station. I wanted to have a stable home. I wanted to have kids and love on them and show them what I never had. I wanted my wife to have someone to hold on to, knowing that I was good and I wasn't gonna leave her and it wouldn't be a broken home, you know?
Did you ever think about reaching out to your birth mom before she came to you?
Many times, more when I was younger, you know, because as you're younger, you're still trying to figure out things a lot, and you're trying to figure out yourself, and you have so many questions. You see kids, you know, I used to play sports, football, and all the moms would come sit on the stands, and they're supportive, and you got that really obnoxious, loud one that's super loud, and everybody's like, wow, look at that woman. You know, why couldn't that be my mom?
Well, it's been 21 years in the making. You haven't seen her. I know you have a lot of questions for her, and I can't wait to meet her either. Gail, coming out here. Hi. How are you? Take a seat. Wow. How was that listening backstage?
It's hard. It's really hard. And I'm going to tell him I'm sorry.
Where the hell you been?
In and out of jail, prison, because I was in my addiction, alcohol and drugs.
Let me ask you, did life get better after you gave us up?
No, not really. No.
Did you ever wonder where we were?
Yeah.
You know my birthday?
No, I don't. I know you was born in 91.
So when did the drugs and alcohol get him?
I was, he was 3, and my daughter was 4. And I was in the bar life. I was bartending and was living off of food stamps, and I was making $2.15 an hour. I mean, I thought I was doing right, you know, for you, because I couldn't afford to give them what they needed.
Okay. Did you continue to do drugs and alcohol after you gave them up?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I just, you know.
So was there ever a point in life where you said, hey, this might not, I haven't got anywhere with this?
Yeah, this last time I went to prison, and I said I don't want no more.
When was that?
I got arrested August the 8th, and I got sentenced 2 years, and I done a year and 6 months.
You almost seem like you want to get off the hook with it. Let's not easy. Yeah, that's 25 years I've been alive. 25 years, almost 26 that my sister has been alive. I mean, she saw you somewheres, and then you went up missing. She talked to you, and then you lost contact with her. What happened there? I mean,
I was still in my addiction. You know, I should have stayed in touch, but I just didn't.
After 20-something years, there's a Facebook page post, hey, I'm your mom, how's your sister? How do you think you're supposed to feel?
Or you
don't care?
Oh, I do care. I do care.
Why didn't you care sooner? That's what I'm, like, didn't you think at 25, it's kind of like, okay, I've already went my whole entire life. I've basically raised myself with people in my life speaking into me that wasn't even blood or adoption. I mean, where were you all that time? I can understand, okay, I had this, and this, but did something ever come and say, hey, I might want to know these kids? For instance, many times I've been in the mirror, I'm like, who do I look more like, my mom or my dad? Those questions always hit me.
Right.
Who am I? I question myself all the time. Baby pictures, I don't even know what I look like as a baby. That is crazy. Kids like, look at all these pictures on the wall. This is when I went snowboarding or I went to the beach with my mom and did this and this. And I'm like kind of confused on the matter. Just because I don't know how to feel. That's the honest truth. I don't hate you, I'm angry. And I feel like it's a righteous anger. I feel like I have a reason to be angry. All the times I'm running away and kids have stable homes.
You do have it right to be angry.
Kids have stable homes and they go home every night. For instance, my mom was an alcoholic. 2 o'clock in the morning, she turned on the music. You knew when that music was on, everybody was getting up in the house. There came a point in time when she wake me up and she cleaned the whole damn house. Cleaned it all. Well, I got older and I realized, hey, this isn't right.
Well, I didn't know.
Well, listen.
Wait,
I got older and
I met the lady and Amanda, they're going to
Let him
come
talk.
out.
Let him
I
talk.
pulled this.
Let him talk.
There was time in my life where I got to that point where I knew, okay, this isn't right. So my mom, the alcoholic, the one that took me in and loved me the best she could, but she kept me. She kept me.
Right.
Even though it wasn't a stable home. She pulled the bed in.
I met him, but
Let him finish what he's saying.
There was a point in my life where I got tired of it. I shut the door and I put a bed in front of my door so she couldn't get in. You hear in the middle of the night the door shake. She finally realized I wasn't going to open the door and she tear down the door. At moments like that, I quit. Where were you? Why would it be that you'd be okay to pass me along not knowing where I ended up? And why would you be okay with never doing the research to see where I was? And
so what made you
just
pick
thought-
them as parents?
Because when I met them, I thought they would be great for them, you know, because they're Christian people. And I knew I couldn't do it. I could not give them what they need and not me being in my life.
Why? My question is, why couldn't you? Because you handed him off to somebody just like you, an alcoholic.
Well,
You were doing the same thing.
Yeah, when I had them, yeah, I was hateful, and I was.
Why were you hateful? Hateful of having kids? Hateful of yourself? Hateful of what?
No, I was hateful for not. I couldn't support them.
Okay.
And
But you
it just,
supported your habit, right?
Yes, I did.
With alcohol and drugs.
Yes.
It's that you've piled up over 21 years. I mean, she's there. You haven't seen her for 21 years. What do you want to ask her? It's kind of hard to put you on the spot, too, because it's probably a lot.
Love me, man.
I
I
wanted
love
to.
all my other siblings, all my sisters and brothers. What?
I wanted to. I know I can be a mother. I should have done it a long time ago, but I can be a mother.
I just think it's going to take an awful lot of time because Erica's been through a huge traumatic upbringing, right? Pretty much the same.
You get passed around so much, and you make so many relationships, and you gotta ask yourself which relationships are the most important at this point, and which one's been. I most definitely I cannot cast you off. I won't do that, and I most definitely want to know you. And you're not. It's not about priority because it's something I want.
A very good friend of mine, Dr. Reef Karim. He's the founder and director of the Lumion Center here in Beverly Hills. What do you think?
Well, I think in this case, we really have to understand addiction. But to understand it, we need to look at abandonment. And abandonment comes in 4 stages. First, there's the betrayal. How could you do this to me? Then it's the anger, and you're just so angry and so angry. And then that anger goes internal, and it becomes resentment. And a lot of resentment has confusion with it as well. And the last stage is forgiveness. You have to work through the forgiveness. Your mom is here to ask for your forgiveness.
Yes, I am.
That's why she's here. Now, to understand this dilemma, this connection that we have, or lack of connection, we have to understand addiction. So addiction is where there is a brain disorder that changes your priorities. You would choose drugs, you would choose selfish behavior over taking care of your kids. And it's a battle in your brain between that deep limbic primal thing and your frontal lobe, which says, take care of my kids. I need to be with my kids. And usually that frontal lobe loses out. Her brain was hijacked. Yeah. She was checked out. And as much as you want to blame her for that, and you have every right to do so, she's here now. And the only way that you guys are going to connect into the future is to move beyond betrayal, anger, and resentment, and move towards forgiveness.
I think Eric is in that forgiveness mode of, you know, just listening to him. He wants a relationship. He just has to understand.
It's just, I most definitely want the relationship, and I do forgive you. It's just, it's hard. It's not so easy to just jump in and say, oh, you can say you forgive, and I do, but growing in that forgiveness and accepting it and letting it.
It's going to take time. I mean, we can't just jump.
I think,
you know, I can't just think you're going to accept my apology right off.
He's not going to do that.
No, it's going to take time.
It's 20 years of getting to understand addiction, getting to understand why your life, what you chose, etc. All those questions that I know he's got a million of. And he's got to get to know you. And you have to know him. Because if you don't know his birthday, that's kind of sad.
It is.
Okay. Well, that's honest.
And I regret that.
Okay.
And I regret that. I really do. I want him back in my life and his sister.
I've been there. I've done drugs. I believe what the doctor was telling us, that's what, you know, that's the case. And I want to believe that this is real, that you really do want to have a relationship. And
I do.
Mentally, I'm trying to accept it, and I will accept it.
But it's going to take time. It's going to take time.
I wish you both the best of luck. Thanks for coming on the show. And I believe you will have a great relationship once you get through these barriers.
Yeah, most definitely.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'll tell you right now, it's not going to happen overnight. A relationship, you have to know someone, and you know, experience has to be a part of that, and constantly communicating and building that relationship is what's going to make it. And I feel like that doesn't just happen overnight.
These ain't bad tears. These are happy tears. Because I love them. I love you.
I love you too.
When it comes to my next guest, forget the term frenemy. My next guest simply don't get along. Neek says her 3 clients' constant bickering and petty ways is jeopardizing her business, and she's simply had enough. Please welcome Neek. How are you?
Hello, Robert. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
So why are you here today, Neek?
I'm here because I'm a fabulous talent manager, and I manage a R&B singer by the name of Prince Javen. And I'm here to tell Javen to get rid of his Devo ways so we can make these coins.
Good. So you have a couple of other clients also, right?
Yes, I do. I manage 2 chefs, Sean and Daryl.
Okay. And they don't all get along?
No, they don't get along at all.
So why is that? Because chefs are really easygoing.
Well, the chefs are real easygoing, but Javen isn't. That's the thing.
So what's his problem? Why is he kind of diva-ish?
Yeah, he's very Devo-ish, and he thinks they're the help. He looks at them as being the help.
Really?
They're chefs.
Wow. So what happened when you booked all 3 of them at an event?
Javen left.
What do you mean he left?
He left.
You booked him for a gig, right? And he left?
He left. It was supposed to be a great event, and what happened?
For music and food?
For music and food.
Okay, so
the chefs took the heat and did everything.
Well, I want to meet this diva, Javon. So, Javon, coming in here. I won't even call him Prince.
So, I don't understand why you out here lying to these people like that.
How am I lying to the people?
So, I never left. I did perform.
Yes, he did perform, but he left.
You left that out.
Okay.
Yeah, he did perform, but he left.
That's a big part of what you left out, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so you did perform?
I did perform.
Okay.
I left the show because the DJ messed up my music. I was very upset. I did shake hands. I did, you know, show my face, but I left.
He shook hands with a couple of people, and he left. I had to say that he didn't feel well.
So, Javon, why don't you like the 2 chefs?
It's not that I don't like them. It's just that I don't see the need for her to be managing them. At this point, it's like I've been with her for about 4 or 5 years. She's like a mother figure to me. So at the end of the day, when I get booked for something and they're not included, they have an issue with that. They want me to be friendly with them. I don't have anything to say to them. It's like I'm in my own lane.
So do you look down on them because they're chefs?
I don't look down on them at all. Not at all. I don't look down on anybody.
Okay.
My thing is, they had an issue with me from the beginning. The way that she introduced me and them together is not how, that's not how it went. She said, these are the chefs. I said, this is Prince Javen. We shook hands. And then I asked her, I said, so why are you managing them? What is the point of this? You are music manager, not a chef. Not like
No,
what's that?
Javen, I'm a manager. I
No,
manage
you're not.
talent.
You're not.
Yes, I am, Javen.
You're not.
See, he just wants.
So here's the thing. So I don't understand why you think that she should just manage you and not the chefs.
Because she's all over the place.
Okay.
She manages me and them, and she does not focus on what she needs to focus
So
on.
you should find another manager then,
I shouldn't.
or an agent.
No.
Why?
She should find the respect because she does not
Javen,
respect
what the hell
me.
are you talking about? The
You should
respect.
find
I
the
do
respect.
respect you, but I am also. I need
you
my
don't.
coins, and I'm
That's
gonna manage
fine.
who I want to
But let me
manage.
tell you something. How you gonna get your coin?
Ma'am.
I'm going to take her to that next level. There's a lot of things that she...
Because Javen, you are a divo. This
not.
is the world, and
I'm
this
not.
is Javen, and
It's not.
the world's supposed to revolve
Not at
around
all.
Javen.
It's
That's
not
how you
like
act,
that.
Javen.
So if that's
it's
the
either
case-
Javen's way or no way.
So if that's the case, Javen is running you.
No, Javen's not running me. Javen's not running me.
He is.
Javen's not running me. Javen's.
Well, I can't wait. I want to bring out Sheen and his partner Daryl. Guys, how are you? Welcome. Chefs. Gotta love chefs. I'm a chef. Very proud of that. I cook.
They're great chefs.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
So, what are your thoughts on Javen? Anybody can start.
This ant. Always been a pissant since I known him.
What's that?
What's a pissant? A pissant is an arrogant individual.
I'm not arrogant at all.
You are,
I'm
man.
just
You
confident.
are. You are.
I'm confident.
Confident?
And you should be very
You
confident in yourself. Definitely.
Confident. Really?
Definitely.
Really?
Are you mad about it?
Am
Are
I
you
mad?
upset?
No, check this out. Why is it every time we got to do something together, you won't show up? Why?
I'm booked.
Why?
What
You
do you
booked?
mean?
You be
Booked.
booked for events that we be together on. You never
So
show
what?
up.
Like,
We
I
taking
show
the
up
heat.
to all
We're
of the
taking the
events.
heat, dude.
I show up to
Where
all
you
the
gonna stay in the
events.
car these events? Because
I'm
I've never
talking
seen you come into
to
one.
him. I'm talking to him. So I show up to every event.
No.
Just because you don't see me and I don't speak to you all, doesn't mean I'm
what
not
about the
there.
anniversary event? We had the anniversary event. Oh my God.
I was booked.
You can't show. You said you couldn't
First
show
of all,
up
it
because
was my birthday
it was too
weekend.
far away.
Daryl.
It was my birthday weekend. Like, I'm not too
Birthday
into that.
weekend.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
How old are you?
24. How
Don't
old
you
are
have
you?
responsibilities?
How old are
Don't
you?
you have responsibilities?
42.
I'm 47. Actually, you look good for my age.
You watched that.
So I don't understand. You're saying you show up, but the guys are saying you don't show up. So what do you say? Is he there or is he not there?
He'll be there.
He's there.
Always there.
But it has been times when
He'll
he
be
hasn't
there.
showed up. Like they said,
He'll
the
be
last event, Javen literally called 20, 30
That was
minutes
one
before,
event.
before the
It don't
event.
matter what it was
Wasn't
one.
one
We
event.
have
What happened? What do you
It don't
mean?
matter.
Okay, first of all right, listen. When you said that we were old and washed up,
Okay.
you pretty much really misunderstood who the hell we really are.
Who are you?
Okay.
First of all,
Who are you?
and how old are you, Jason?
You know how old I am.
24?
You know how old
24
I am.
and don't nobody know you, so think about it. Now, who's old and washed up? Who's old and washed
Baby,
up?
listen.
Okay?
Listen though. Don't nobody know me, right? After this, everybody gonna know me.
Really?
Everybody gonna know me.
Why is that? Why is that?
Check it out, dog.
First of all,
Can we all just get along
No,
and
we
be
can't.
great? I
First
hate
of
this.
all,
Stop that.
cut it out.
Stop babying him. First off, you gotta stop babying him. You baby him.
I don't
You
baby
baby him.
Yes, you do.
Every
Nick.
time he
You
don't
do.
show up. Neat. Javen ain't show up. Oh, well, I think he had something to do. He had something to do. He was busy.
Daryl, shut the hell
It
up.
isn't even that.
Sit
It isn't even
down.
that.
Sit down. Shut the hell up.
You baby him.
So
what it is.
I'm always going
They're
to
both
side with the
jealous.
chefs, always, because I believe in what they do, and they have a
They're great. They're wonderful. They
they
do so
have
good.
a
They make you
craft.
We work hard.
They have a
He's
craft.
great at what he's
We
doing.
work
Okay,
hard.
but what do you see? And I'm asking a question. What do you see in Javen that you baby him so much, and you allow him to get away with the stuff you get away with? Because when he doesn't show up 30 minutes before an event, somebody's getting let down.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that is true.
That's
Javen
right.
is
So
a
it takes a
wonderful
lot to put on
artist,
an
a great
event, you know?
performer.
So what do you see him being? Who is he the next one? Who is
He
the...
is the next Prince of R&B. Yes, he is. He's the next Prince of R&B.
And how, hang on, why do you say that?
He's the next Grammy winner. Yes, he is.
Okay, I'm just asking questions.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Here's the thing, you brought these folks on to say to Javen,
Javen, you need to humble yourself and stop the Devo attitude so you can be successful because you're a great artist.
So here's what I'm going to say to you. If you don't, nobody's going to touch you. Small agent, big agent, middle agent, it doesn't matter. If you're a diva, nobody will go near you. Chefs, great job. I love you being here. Thank you so much. Think about where you're going. Stay with us. We'll be right back. I want to say thank you to all my guests for being on the show today. Life is about forgiveness. When you're able to let go of the past and move forward with a new beginning, you can truly love. I want to hear from you, so go to our website, robertirvineshow.com, or visit us at the Robert Irvine Show Facebook page. For all of you at home, keep on watching and coming back. We'll see you next time.